ship. This is just a statement. Dating is the same way that you are flipping a house. A lot of people. A lot. Yes.
Every man's a fixer-upper.
That is true.
Actually, you know what women are like? Women are exactly like bankers. We're dealing with a lot of bankers right now.
We talked about this on the radio show.
It was like, you know,
hey, can you get inside so we can hear you?
Oh, is it up?
Yeah, live. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Jason was trying to show off his legs.
Sexy. Well, I gotta take. Oh, you guys will see a tan line.
No, I don't want to see it. No, he's a biker. He wears the onesie. The onesie. You retarded? You know, it goes with it. It's like a pro wrestler's outfit.
I can wear the leather vest.
You know, yeah, it's a pro wrestler's outfit. Except for instead of the one tank top that goes across this way, it's like a full biker zip top.
There you go. The skin suit, you know, and then you have the helmet that goes back like that.
Yeah.
So we're talking about bankers and women. So bankers are just like women. This is it.
But you have to turn that down because this is
my favorite part of that analogy is it's like when you first start meeting with bankers and you're building this real estate business, like a lot of them don't want to talk to you. Like, oh, you're brand new, you buy whatever. And then once you start buying some houses, then you get that one banker to go out with you. And then it's like they go to the banker banquet, right? And they all share like, oh, I got this new borrower, he's buying this many houses. Well, wait a minute, who's that? This is the guy that you rejected early on, and now we're with that guy. It's like you get your first one, they all start getting jealous. Well, what are you doing? Who are you working with? What are you? Oh, well, we might be able to do something. Let's go to lunch. Let's go to dinner. How about that? We have my guy that was on the show today, and it was like that is a perfect analogy.
Yes. No, I think my thing is, and the reason why my first line is in the dating deal is don't be boring if you don't like. Because I think that's a fun response. Okay.
Don't be boring.
Okay, so I know that he's not on the dating app scene. He's not on the dating app scene. Are you on the date? You're not on anymore. Yeah. Well, I don't look like you, so therefore I have to get on it. Right? I don't just walk across Target or ATV and get picked up in the produce section. It's just that was also open. That's what second.
Oh hell yeah! That's
not boring.
You want to have some fun? Come with me, and we'll go troll.
Oh, I'm going to Walmart with you now. I'm going to videotape people at Walmart watching you as they stop you from aisle. So, what ends up happening is it's a lot like a wholesale deal, right? You got the first picture that comes out, and then you get the second thing that you see is the weight, not that weight, but the height, the location. It says smoke, doesn't smoke, drink, doesn't drink, wants kids, has kids, don't want more. All that stuff is out there. And then they usually give you like a little tagline some information about it. Well, this one app, all it is about like, hey, like, we will not work it. And it's like, you're all these things. And I'm like, oh, that's really your first I'm like, we won't work if you're born. It's like seeing all these houses online. It's all 50 shades of beige. And then some people are trying to, I love the people who flip houses, and they have tan carpet with gray walls and white trim. It's like, dear God. It looks purple. It looks cool. It looks it's so great. You're doing fantastic.
Oh, if I have to see another I just can't do it.
The good thing is that you're not my buyer.
I am not. That is absolutely true.
I'm not my buyer.
Right. No, I totally agree with that.
My buyer is.
That's okay. Was for asking me about the shiplap.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But you're right. I'm not buying.
But you were asking about the shiplap, so you know that what I did. was making fun of me on Facebook. It didn't need more fun. It was a general post. It wasn't directed at him. It was the Facebook general post. I see you were flip-flops or
Barn doors.
buffaloes or
The indirect slam is the best.
No, I don't think that's it. It's much more fun to come right at him.
So then I'm like, oh yeah? Well, hey, let me tell you what. So then I go the next day and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to design my garage to be a mid-century modern garage. And that's what I did.
It looks nice, man. I love it. My dad asked me a whole bunch of questions I'm supposed to ask you when we did that walk through your house. He's like, did you use that roofing material in the garage and the rest of the house? Do this, do that?
Yeah, no, Mr. Phillips.
Are you playing extra music? We can't hear you.
Tell us a couple before we move. Before we move on, tell us a couple more.
Yeah, because this is,
Tell us a couple more of your icebreakers. Open our lines for the dating apps.
yes, cringe fest.
Here we go. Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. Wait, what does this say? Dude, fix the sound. Okay. We're going to fix the sound.
Yeah, everyone dumbass gets.
We're live, by the way. Brian.
Live, but no one can hear us.
It says we sound like we're in a tunnel. Okay. As Scott Carson says, the audio is horrible.
We got it fixed. How's that? Is that better?
All right, Scott, can everybody hear us? Thumbs up or like it or something like that. All right. I'm gonna tell you, if this doesn't work, let's go to the shirt.
Good. That's what
It
we're
worked
doing.
last time. And it was damn loud back there last time.
Okay, can you hear now? Okay, we'll just stop.
Who cares if it sounds like an audio tunnel or whatever? Anyways, icebreakers. Go.
Icebreakers.
The first line through a dating app. What's your magic?
Okay, you want some gold? Here's some gold.
All right.
You sound like an interesting person. Here's a couple of questions that will help me get to know you a little bit better, see if we have anything in common.
You say that?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Here's a couple of questions I have for you to see if we have anything in common. Snow or water skiing? Salsa or queso? Movies, live music?
MC Hammer Dance or
Texans, Cowboys,
Those are all interesting.
country music, or R&B? Ready, go. Yeah, or then I'll end it with, if you like this, or if you get these answers right, chances are I'll let you buy me a glass of wine.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. Oh, I love that.
That's classic.
Yeah, that's a little
That's classic.
Yeah, that is cheesy. It's supposed to be cheesy.
I know, I would be like,
It's just supposed to elicit a response like, I don't know, I didn't even yeah.
Right.
Like, that's fine.
If that's
We're
her-
going Dutch anyway. I can't afford. I can't afford to pay for drinks. So I'm a real estate investor.
Now we're talking.
No, this has everything to do with being boring, which goes back to the lime green door that I just posted. Sarah Bible was the first person
About
to
me,
love
I go Dutch on dates. Next profile.
Oh, but, look
that. Oh my god, her inbox.
think about this though. How much trouble that one girl got for doing the racy MLS posts,
Oh yeah.
where it was like all
She
sexual
was so
innuendo.
good,
Did you
yeah.
see this? The
That was
guy, the
hilarious.
shirtless guy, is
I
on
couldn't
top
tell
of
if that
the
was
ladder,
real or not.
like with this six pack and like.
I love it.
I couldn't
It
tell
looked-
if that was real or not.
Yeah, well,
Every realtor is like
they
hidden.
made her take it.
They're always
down.
hidden in a mirror somewhere. They make sure that one of the mirrors has them in there. If you ever notice.
See, now this is when you need to start your own brokerage if you can't do fun stuff like that.
HAR made her take it down. HAR made her take it down. Chronicles did a whole expose about it. ABC 13 put it on. Oh, there's my boy right there. Look at it. Sherwin Williams is in the house.
I put the line.
What's up, Zachariah? Are you drinking that woman's drink again? Oh, Michelob Ultra. Hey, come sit over here, bro.
Lighting.
Are you really taking notes? Oh, here, he's going to sit next to
You're
you.
so tan, you've already disappeared. Like my tan.
Jason offered.
Everyone says that
He
this
offered
is
to bust out
better.
his tan lights.
That's better. Okay, good.
That was a hard no. A hard
Everybody
pass.
freaked out when I said tan lines. It's like, you guys are just not fans. All right, let me see if I can pull up like see what's going on with the feed here.
The good news is in like 3.5 hours, we'll probably be watching the Astros game while doing the podcast. Yeah, Zach's my rep for Sherwin-Williams. He was the store manager 10 years ago when I first got here to the Heights, and I used to buy from him. And then they bumped him from store manager to outside sales. And he calls me up randomly. He's like, yes, can I speak to Curtis? I was like,
No, I asked to speak with Ryan.
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's to speak to Brian.
Can I speak with your boss?
Yeah.
Like, this is it. No, you talk to Brian.
But his number was on the account, so I called it. I was like, Ryan? It's like, no, this is Curtis. Curtis, this is
You have to
Zach.
talk
And we're
louder.
both like, what? Oh, I didn't know we were on.
Oh,
we're
yeah,
on,
we're
we're
on,
on.
dude.
You know, it's Zach, Curtis, it's Zach. He's like, what? Zach.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to be your outside sales rep. I was like, no way. This is incredible.
Are you related?
Your last name is Williams? I was going to say, I call him Galloping Actress the whole time.
Yeah, totally. My great uncle Sherwin. Yeah.
That's how he got the job.
I would say if I just did 2 years of community college. Just being that running
So hard.
Is there any specials or anything going on at Sherwin-Williams?
It's actually our pro show this week, Thursday, at the BBVA Dynamo Stadium.
And what do they have to do to go? It's pretty legit. You get free food, free alcohol, tour of BBVA, and then there's all kinds of sponsors and vendors and free stuff that
Get a
they
little
go
grab bag, like a Louis Vuitton duffel, like rolls of tape in it.
Louis.
It might be like a Sherry Vuitton.
Sure. Yeah, that's more like it.
Well,
There you go.
that's called frog. Frogg. Froggy? Is it froggy tape, right?
Frog tape.
Frog tape. So does that work better for painting or does Scotch?
It just depends on what your budget is.
No, that's not the question. It's
It
not a
is,
question of
because you
budget.
either want to pay $1.50 a roll or you want to pay $11.50 a roll.
Damn.
And most people who are doing production homes are not going to pay that per roll, although the frog tape does work better. It's more of a DIY weekend warrior style tape than it is a production or tape.
He's the one that taught me about the importance of not buying the $1.19 tube of caulk.
Oh yeah.
Oh. So what are you doing now? Are you doing
We
Balto or
do. No, we do Powerhouse.
Yeah, powerhouse.
Yeah. And what's the difference in Powerhouse? This is amazing. This is what most people don't get.
Elasticity. And so in Houston, the problem is every October to January, everybody calls and says, "Oh, my caulk is cracking." Again, but hiding the heaters ripping in the vacant house, and you turn them off and it turns 32 degrees and it does this.
Yeah.
And so on cheaper paint, cheaper caulking, it cracks more, or it just doesn't work. On the powerhouse, the elasticity of it is much greater than on cheap.
So for a builder or someone who actually does high-end construction and then warranties the work, we have to come back in for the first year and do touch-ups. So by going to this product, it's helped us cut down tremendously all the stuff that we do.
So I want you to talk specifically about that because I see these clowns that come out of these seminars and they're going to do new construction. I'm like, do you have any idea the warranty period and what liabilities you're donning for the next 12 months plus for warranty work? So maybe you can talk a little about how you manage that.
Okay, that's a good question, which leads into how she and I met. I met her at this place. She saw me there. It was really goofy and weird what I did. But Brian's first saying to her is, don't listen to anything that comes out of his mouth for the first 10 minutes. After that, you're gold.
Actually, before he said that, that's crazy. And then you walk in, what's up, guys? And I was like,
Who the hell is this?
So she ends up bringing me this house, right? And for the first time, I'm buying something in the neighborhood that's $315,000. Never spent more than
Ryan still
$250,000.
hates me.
Yeah, Brian hates you. So she asked me why and how. Can the how and the why go into new construction? What's all in your numbers and how you can make deals work? So if I'm buying a house for $200,000 a lot, and then for the first time I'm buying something in the neighborhood that's $315,000. Never spent more than $250,000.
years. I have to hold on to that property 6 months before I can even begin construction, and I'm already $30,000 in the hole. So when you bring me a deal that's $250, I'm already at $280, $285.
Yep. Yeah, before you've done anything.
Before I've done anything, I've already lost $30,000.
And you guys know what you're doing when it comes to new construction, and there's a 6-month ramp up before you can even put a shovel in the ground.
Unless you go back to what we were talking about at the beginning of the show, which was boring dates, boring houses, boring things. If you are a production builder in each lot, in each house, I think that's part of the thing that Brian likes working with us, is that each house is different. It's unique. Each floor plan is unique. But in your uniqueness is time. And that time is costing me money. And so what I'm learning now is that there's got to be a marriage between new construction and high-end construction. And when you're doing high-end or new construction, you still have 10-year warranty on the foundation. These are pier and beam houses, so everyone has to know, if I sell you a house that is a remodel and an addition, the addition has a 10-year warranty. The remodeled part is only 1 year.
And I wonder how many investors really know that. I bet they get rehab, and it doesn't happen.
Well, the good part is you'll have people like Fisher. Fisher will come in to Houston, do a whole lot of work, and then they will run out of money, and then they will
Get sued by Sherwin for $125,000 because every year goes up.
and then they will
That's a lot of pay.
and then they will
Austin and start buying from PG.
and then they will bankrupt that LLC, and then they'll start all over with something else. So really, what you're into, this is a great question. So what you're really into is you're buying from the person. Your warranty is me. Ryan and I build off of an LLC, but we've also been in this neighborhood for 10 years or 9 years. So I am your warranty. And when it's credibility. So if you've been doing it 10 years and you've been doing it in the same neighborhood and you live in the same neighborhood, that is really your warranty.
It's all about the name, for sure.
I didn't even kill that conversation at the end of the table. I could know
Yes,
about
you
it.
did.
Yeah,
No, I just want to say.
You don't want to say it on the.
You shush them.
Yeah, you can't say it too loud because everybody gets all weird.
Cock talk.
Earlier said it was
Cock.
Cock talk.
You could literally do a whole podcast just talking about coffee.
Well, my guys, my old
I'm just drinking water right now, by the way. I'm serious.
my old contractor, his name was Dual Flow. He used to send me text messages like, "Hey man, we need a bunch of cock over at this house." Not call.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey man, go to Home Depot. There's a ton of cock there." He's like, "Ja ja 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 ja."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's funny. All right, so that's how you warranty. So you're warranting this
We have
house.
a 2 and 10 on new construction.
Okay.
2 years of inside the house, 10 years on the structure.
So how do you manage that? Do you go out and buy an insurance policy for that? Do you bond?
Yes.
I mean, what? Okay. So how does that work structurally?
There's a company that's called, I believe it is called 2 and 10, right? 2 and 10 or something like that. Ryan handles all the construction warranty stuff. But there's companies out there that do that, and they contact us, or we pay for a policy, and then they go out and they'll do this, that, and the other. But with the people that we meet, like, I'm over at the house all the time, or they'll call me up to come take a look at something because they know I live in the area. I'm selling me. I'm not selling this other company. I'm giving them this warranty that they're asking for because it makes them feel good about going to closing.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, so you got the one on Archer's, what, 900? What are you gonna sell it?
$850.
It's an $850,000 product, right? I mean, they want a little peace of mind there.
Yeah. So we had an open house on Sunday for a Cinco de Mayo open house. We had 3 clients show. Out of the 3 clients, one person is meeting me on Wednesday, but they want to buy a contemporary house, and they want me to do it over there on Northwood, which is my vacant one. So the open house didn't sell me that house. That house sold me another house.
Yeah.
And they're going back. They're buying from me because when I was walking through the house telling them all the stuff, then they wanted something that they could have and create and make their own.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
So, what's it like being the only girl in an office filled with guys?
Yeah. So what do you do? Why don't you
Introduce yourself to the podcast nation.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kayla, and I am a wholesaler. But actually, I'm not the only girl in my office. There's another girl named Stephanie Vega, and we are the top agents in our office, surprisingly, which is really awesome. And we basically kind of carry the team from there. It's been good. I'll be honest. It's been fun. The only takeaway is just being in a male-dominated industry is having to kind of, it's not necessarily prove yourself, but everybody that talks to you automatically just has this like, oh, here we go, blah, 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 they don't know, blah, blah. And then when we start talking and actually kind of explaining what it is that we do and what we know, people tend to shut up. So that's nice. Wholesaling, I don't know if anybody has ever bought from a wholesaler before. I know you guys know, but I don't know anybody who's watching. It's an unregulated business, basically. So you want to find, or hope to find a wholesaler that has you in your best interest. And I feel when you work with women, we're just a little bit more, we care a little bit more about the end game and building relationships.
You know,
Find
this
yourself
also,
a woman wholesaler. Hey, you're wholesaler.
he's not
Now you're but new to the table.
he's been in my life for a while.
We were just talking about
I watched his hair before whenever he was in the hospital. This is Zach from Sherwin-Williams. Chris Funk. Look at that. Mr. Celeb over here. Did you pass your flyers test license?
No, it's
Oh, you canceled. You're gonna have to talk louder and scoot in and sit next to Brian.
come on in?
Yeah, slide. Slide. Look at this.
perfect.
Hey, there he is.
Can't be on the
You can't.
You were here.
You can't.
I'm like, oh, that's so fun.
Deaf ears.
Yeah.
Beating up this integra with a crowbar.
That's right. What are they doing today?
Okay, so what do you think that what's your secret to success at New Western? What makes you different and better to work with?
I think that better to work with. I will tell you straight up, dude, that's not a deal on what you see in that property. I know I get a lot of pushback from my company just being that way.
Opinionated.
A little too opinionated, probably.
Or honest.
But that's what I see. So I'm more about building a relationship and making a sale. And I can say honestly, the other girl that was honestly, everybody, in general is. But for the most part, I think that's where I've been successful because I've been that way and I've created repeat buyers, and those people have referred me, so that's why I believe in people.
Hey, so you and I got into it on Facebook, and then I called you. You need to talk about your stance on wholesaling. This was brilliant.
Yeah, so, all right, I take kind of a different stance.
Like this is Chris Funk, everybody.
Chris Funk,
Single,
wholesaler.
5'8", 5'8", wearing a
Short,
guitar.
ugly, nothing.
He likes long walks
Yeah, long.
on the beach.
That's right. Yeah. So, all right. So basically, so I'm like this huge conservative, right? Like I believe in like Darwinism to the max. And so people, they always,
That would make you liberal. Ooh. Darwinism is more liberal, not conservative. Okay.
no, it's survival of the fittest.
Survive. Okay.
Maybe that's it. All right. So anyway,
That is Darwinism.
very much a capitalist. Yeah, capitalist all the way. Right? So my thing is like, as a wholesaler, your goal is to push the two people as far apart as possible. Push the buyer as high, the seller as low. That is your business objective, is to make the largest profit. Buy it as low as you can, sell it as high as you can. And anyone who says, no, that's not what I do, is lying. Because you're always trying to sell it at the highest price. Otherwise, you're not operating in capital. Why are you working then if you're trying to make less? So my argument is that, when wholesalers say, like,
we were talking about regulating the industry.
Yeah.
And I thought the industry needed to be regulated. And he's telling me that's bullshit.
Okay, so we talked about like.
Well, maybe
Yeah,
not.
well,
so
where is
right.
the line?
There's
Because
some
I
shady
was
stuff
told,
that goes on.
I was told by my dad when a wholesaler wanted to charge $100,000, that he was like, no, that's wrong. You cannot do that.
Yeah. Well, okay. So that's the question, right? Is at what point is someone making too much profit?
Right.
At what point do we have the right to say, you fleeced Granny for $100K? Yeah, boy,
You took
you're out of the
advantage
club.
of her.
I mean, but at what point do we start telling people what they have to sell their houses for?
Right.
I mean, that's also kind of the discussion that
Especially
we're
if it's
opening up.
LPM, other people make money.
You're opening that discussion. If you're saying, okay, you can't fleece Granny for 100, well, the next question is,
What, 80, 90?
we have to talk to Granny now? Granny has to talk to who before she can sell her house? And then that opens up the question of, well, okay, if Granny has to talk to the government before she sells her house, she doesn't sell it too cheap, do we all have to ask the government what we can sell our house for?
Right.
You're opening up all these other questions. So my big argument was, don't regulate this. We're free to sell our house
Well,
and make bad decisions or good decisions.
Well, the consumer loans have the most regulation. I mean, as far as points you can charge.
All right, we're going to have to lean in because we're still getting a bunch of feedback that the sound
Well,
is horrible.
I'll say one thing. Our spreads are not very big in the West because we're buying from people like that. So on my end, I can't butt my nose any higher because we're already at the head. We're already, squeezed all the meat out of it. So I can't do that, but I totally understand. I still have to decide. I'm in the wrong place because there are wholesalers making way more money with a less amount of drama, I'd say. So it's just a little bit different on the
Well, and then, there's also the wholesalers. Our marketing stops working. We run it, and next thing you know, we're out $100,000. We're spending $20 a month on Google, $50 a month on Google, and it's like we're just giving all that. So,
And you've done all of it, right?
yeah, I've lost 50.
Well, the regulations, you could argue that the regulations kind of squeezed the broker. What was the brokers? Basically, been squeezed out of business.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's what happens with regulation.
Yeah. So what the hell?
Want to come over?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. So my thing is don't regulate wholesalers.
Sure, wholesalers, but what about agent trainers that turn around and they're stealing people's down payments and all that? I think that's sort of sort of
criminal.
They should be served.
And those guys
I don't know, but something because I've heard a lot of
Okay,
nightmare stories.
so here's the flip side of it. I'm a huge capitalist, don't regulate anything, but here's the nasty side, right?
Oh yeah,
If they regulated wholesaling and we had to have a license, what would that do for the guys like us who've been around a while, who have access to lenders and cash? I mean, that would be sweet for us if they regulated that. Kicked out all the little guys, like
Pick up the little guys.
going to drive prices down. It's going to do nothing but
there's something that's not right over
it's
here.
contrary to what I said.
But I mean, if you
I
look
thought
at
you said it was survival of the fittest.
Yeah, so that's why I said it's kind of the nasty flip side. I'm going to get that deal because I got the license, even though that guy was first.
yeah, and you can't pay kickbacks. I mean, if you have a license, you generally can't pay someone for getting you a deal.
So it's kind of that's why I say it's really better than
Oh, wait, maybe on my side.
Did you add it?
Yeah, that's
No,
always
I
the
had
worst.
accidentally-
You want, as a realtor, you want people to give you
So
deals.
is it
You
still
can't give
up?
them anything in return.
It's going up now.
Right? Like maybe a $20 gift card on that. So it's true.
Maybe what we can do is
But
kick it off for a
everybody's getting
second
their real estate license
and
now.
try the shirt.
We just had it.
I think something happened.
What do you want to do? You want to try that?
Yeah, let's kill the feed for a second. Something is not right.
All right.
Hold on.
So she wants to sell